We are at the Broadmoor. It is a fantastic spot to have a conference. And we've got our first chat, and I'm going to let her do most of the talking today. So if you wouldn't mind going ahead and introduce yourself. Awesome. All right. Well, I want to hear when you started the school, and I want to hear what's happened since. And let's just chat about your focus and your values.
Yeah. 10 years ago, actually, we've been in business for 10 years and we've grown and grown and grown. We did over 40,000 swim lessons last year. We teach all one-on-one.
All one on one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty
What's the
incredible.
approach there?
So we do, as I was kind of telling you before,
Yeah.
we start with safety and survival. So our bread and butter really is like 6 months up to school age. I would say 9 or 10 years old is kind of, but we teach all the way up to adult. And then
So you have adults too.
we
Adults.
do. Yeah,
Awesome.
we do have adults. And we even recently just had several Navy SEALs come in and just want some extra instruction to pass some of their tests. So we helped them with that. They came in for
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah, so when a kid comes in, what would you say the average age is? I know you have all the way up to adults, but what is like the mass?
most of our kiddos, I would say, are
And how long are you how long are you guys keeping them there? What's
yeah,
the
we have
curriculum like for
really, and we see a lot of success. I've taught in other programs and I've taught other methods, and kids just learn so much more in a one-on-one environment, but also using these methods. And so, I actually started doing it with my own kids back when they were
like
little, 10
and
years
in your
ago.
own
Yeah,
pool or somewhere?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. And um, it just was incredible to see how fast they could grow and how much they could learn and that they could actually save themselves. And that was my main concern. My husband's main concern was something were to happen, some sort of water accident, would they know what to do?
Totally.
And that's where it all began. And then from there, we grew and grew and grew. I think the first year we were teaching, a couple hundred lessons.
Yeah.
And then every year
Now you're at 40,000.
we
That
did,
is
yeah,
killer.
yeah,
That is
pretty
so
awesome.
awesome.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, I have a great team of instructors, and they're all really passionate about water safety and drowning prevention.
Awesome.
So that's how it all began. Yeah.
That's so cool. So yeah, we were just talking before this, and a lot of the times you do get them through the curriculum,
Yes.
and the parents often say, "What's next?"
Yeah,
How do you guide them in that direction?
Yeah, and I think it's something that all swim schools really do struggle with because they have this expectation of, well, they're going to come to you for learn to swim, but then what?
Yeah.
And so we, in the past, have set up partnerships with different swim teams and things like that. But again, like you said, sometimes they're ready, sometimes they're not. With our curriculum and the way we teach, sometimes we have 3 and 4-year-olds that are like really good, they can't go to a swim team. Like swim team can't accommodate our 3 to 4. They just don't know how.
I mean, do you maybe guide them to a summer league or like?
So we've implemented a couple of things just in our own program here. We do quarterly, we call them swim meets, but like you said, they're kind of like their play. And we don't have a regulation size pool or anything like that. What we do is we're teaching them what it's like to go to a swim.
Awesome.
So a lot of like what's that going to look like? How are you going to be disqualified? And we don't DQ our kids.
Yeah.
But as they get a little bit older, there are some things that we'll say, all right, that would be a DQ. But it's really just it's a teaching, and the parents love it. They love it.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Do you include the parents in that little play session at all?
Yeah.
Like, do you get them timing? Do you try to?
Well, it's grown and grown, and now we've had. I think our last swim meet, we had like 300 pounds on deck, and our facility is not.
Well, we can't wait to get you using swimming when you want.
I know.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was very cool. We're like, okay, feeling growing pains.
That's amazing.
But we see the need.
Okay.
We've also implemented what we call a lap swim program. Basically, it's for like we have little lappers and then lap swim, and our little lappers are 3 to 6 years old, and it's just teaching them some higher level techniques, some things that they really couldn't get on a swim team because they're not quite there yet, but they're ready to do more than and so we're trying, but those are like clinics. They're like 6-week clinics. They come in on Saturdays or Sundays.
Yeah.
Do an hour. We'll do some dry land with them. And then I'm intrigued by swimming lane.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys?
Oh,
I mean, obviously you're hitting this 40,000 number. Well, I mean, are you looking at obviously bigger numbers, more schools?
Yes.
Like what do you think?
We initially at mid 2025, we're like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Like we're killing it
Yeah.
in our market. But what's next? And we thought, okay, let's open more locations. Should we start doing some more summer programs like that? Other outdoor pools, because our locations are indoor.
Yeah.
And we're year round because we're Hong Kong.
Of course. Yeah.
But now we've kind of shifted gears, and there's this. I'm now learning a lot from other swim schools. There's this middle of the day where the pools are empty.
Yes.
Nap time.
Yes.
It's morning lessons, we've got evening lessons, we've got weekend lessons, but we have a lot of dead time in our pool. So how do we first maximize what we already have and then do expansion?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That is number one for today. She is running in. Yeah, nice to meet you, and we'll be excited to talk more later. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.